Oh shit. Good to go.
Moment of silence. Yo, fucked up. TRP forever. Flow light years beyond y'all, you're not scary. I deserve a statue in front of South Ferry. You niggas dead serious, I'm dead serious. How I feel to be second fiddle, I'm just curious. I know why you don't want me on them group songs, cause I turned a group song into a fluke song. I'm too strong, I get it, y'all niggas spooked. If I wasn't fluke, I wouldn't do a feature with Fluke, dog. Nate hyped me, now I'm about to catch a body. If you ain't Tyrone Briggs, nigga, then tread lightly. Try to chill, I really want y'all to just like me, cause y'all stopping the king, homie, it ain't likely. Not fair how I'm punking these rappers scared niggas local, I'm in the air. How these silly niggas compare when they rapping what they ain't living. I'm literal, be literally, lyrically. Y'all niggas so little to me, lil' me's. Niggas cornballs, base guard, lil' bees. You never make it out the hood trying to belittle me. Please, competition is a rap here. We the reason why half of these niggas rap here. Shout out to my real niggas who trap here. Watch your back here, cause half of these niggas rats here. Yeah, all rats, no tails. Just real niggas who tells you details.
Chang ain't do this shit, nigga.
Say it again.
Big Brook, N8 Rock,
You know what I mean?
Side, Shade, the fucking pack, nigga. Stop snitching. We getting money. And fucking a lot of bitches too. I'll holler.
Besides becoming Jasmine Walton's husband, my goal's to be with every Staten artist wasn't. To show the effing world I'm the best recording. Kill your dog and bring him back like I'm Seth MacFarlane. Got too many problems to be stressing all of them. Way too much groupies to have sex with all of them. As far as my God, best for sure. Sneeze together cause your knees God's blessings. All of them. These young niggas sound like Chief Keef on his worst day. The ones my age might as well make a We Are the World take. Old rappers, war stories got me crucially bored. Plus they stack vocals like they 10 Tupac Shakur. I'm only spitting the truth. Don't make subliminal moves. I'm now standing alone. Me, I don't fit in with crews. In prime time, I'm Joe Jackson when I write in the booth. Meaning anything related to a mic I abuse. Can't no bad, shorty. Me mad balling. No cash on me. No paper. The only paper I had raps on them. Grace was mad off. I'm in dad with black on me. Beat the black on me. Took a break and beat it back on me. Take a rap, Charlie. Kurt Black on my dad, Charlie. For put me back in that tree with that pin and that bad on me. Shit, that was my past. Back to how well I pedal my skills. Who couldn't handle bars with a helmet, some pedals and wheels. Where everybody rap on Drake beats, that's a word reproduced to even loop from the end. Might as well fuck producers cause it won't help your future. Only people gonna feel that shit is you and your friends. Stupid. Wasting time I'm recording, putting on with the same dude that I'm going off with. No talking, no slaughter, put OGs in coffins. Killing kids before they get to come out, no abortions. It's far to kiss my references with James and Jordan. This rap shit is like the
Boom shaka motherfucking locker. You know what I mean? It's already Knicks and Ish in the building. You know what I mean? We got some people in the building tonight. Hold on. I can't do my guy Fraz like that. Let me get myself right. Because my banner is all in my guy Fraz face. Pause. That was crazy. You know what I mean? But
I ain't even mad at you, bro.
We're gonna rectify. We're gonna get my guy Fraz in the building. You feel me?
Much appreciated to you, my guy.
Make sure Fraz is in the building, represented the proper way he supposed to be, fucking represented. And we got a special guest. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I like to consider him a heavyweight in Knicks Twitter because I see the kind of traction and reaction he get no matter what he say. If he positive or negative about a player, it's traction, bro. Like it be hundreds of likes and dislikes and responses and comments. My guy Brutus, you feel me?
What up, fam? Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Brutus, man.
Yeah, I this is no cap, but I say what I said in a minute. Like I literally watch his post, and he gets a lot of traction, no matter if it's good or negative about a player. They gonna comment on what Brutus gotta say. You feel me,
Yep.
Brutus? He holds some weight out here in these streets. You feel me? But we here. You know what I mean? We here
In the house.
I was rushing. I ain't get my stats ready yet, so I'm gonna lead off. I should have did this before, but I ain't gonna do it now because Fraz, I need you to be able to try to figure out your camera turning angle. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
those black bars on the side of your screen bothers me. Yeah, I mean, I got a little OCD when it comes to that. But you good. You see how you know how you could do your camera landscape mode in portrait mode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Boom.
go.
There you go. There you go.
I forgot. T-Time on the heady right now. I got you.
Now, yeah, absolutely.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
I got a little OCD, but we here. You know what I mean?
I do too, but that's why I don't knock you, bro.
Yeah, so look. I ain't
Oh,
get my
damn.
snap
Tibbs is
ready.
speaking right now. I don't know if you'll want to get it. I don't know if my, let's see, where's that?
I,
Let's see what
I,
Tibbs is.
I know I jump on these lives a lot
Hey, bro.
early after the game because
Shot. Oh,
I'm old and I like to go to sleep. You feel me? So I don't like to stay up too late. So
hey, y'all want to hear what Tibbs is saying, or?
no.
Oh,
okay.
we good.
You can listen. You can listen. You can fill us in. I promise you, I won't be mad at you filling us in what Tibbs is
All right,
talking.
so let me cut the other mic there.
No, we can't even hear it. If you
Nah,
got
we
a
can't
clip
hear
right,
it. You good. You good. We don't hear
we
it.
can't
You
even
good.
hear you. We can't even hear it. So you can listen. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Me and Fraz to talk. You can
That's
fill in
what we
how you
just
need
talked
to
about
fill
it in
in
there.
of what Tibbs is
Just
talking about. So boom,
and
Fraz.
deal with
Yes,
adversity
sir.
in
We in
a
the
positive
building.
way. And
We
obviously,
Hornets.
we don't
Oh,
like
now I
giving up
can
the
hear
lead.
it.
Yeah, I can hear it now. Yeah. All right,
We
you cool.
couldn't hear it before, but now I can hear it.
What?
Well, yeah, so Fraz, it was a
Talk
tough
to
one.
me.
It was a tough win tonight, Playboy.
Yo, these are the games that we normally blow, letting teams get back into it in the second half, like we did last year. But it's something to say. And if I may, start it off a little bit, T-Time.
Yeah, hey, absolutely.
All I want to say is, first off, to all you people who constantly said Jalen Brunson does not move the needle, once again, he proves to y'all tonight that he definitely moves the needle for us, putting up a near triple-double, 27 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds, 10 of 15 shooting.
Talk about it.
Wait a minute. The man shot 67% tonight? Hold
Yo,
Talk
on.
about it.
But he doesn't
doing his
move the
thing.
needle?
Moving it.
But and I know T-Time, we've talked about things like this before where, I've mentioned before how the difference of 2 years ago having Elfrid Payton as a more defensive-oriented point guard to now you have Jalen Brunson who ups the score on offense and the more on defense. Not saying he's an elite defender, but I think he moves the bar a little bit for defense. Even though people say he's undersized, you got to remember something. This man plays like he's 6'6", 250.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? He plays like he's 6'6", 250.
You
Plays
ain't
with a
lying,
lot of
bro.
heart, too.
You ain't lying. If you in the
And the
building,
one thing people forget
my
about
fault.
it is, nah, you good. I'm sorry.
My fault. It's comments in here. Get finish your thought. I just
All
want
right.
to let y'all know.
Nah,
The
I just
comments,
wanted to add
everybody
to
here, I see y'all. You know what I mean? Yo, if
word.
y'all ain't
Shout
go
out to
to
everybody on the pull-up. But I just wanted to add to that real quick with the simple fact that, this guy Brunson is really doing things for us. Right off the bat, he's already
off
made
the
an
rip.
impact in the first 4 games. Like, to a point where he's hitting clutch shots. And right now, you could dispute me if you want on this. I feel like right now he's the most consistent Knick right now. You could dispute
Absolutely.
me if you want. You don't have to agree with me. All right? But
That's
that's how I
undisputable.
feel. He's the most consistent Knick right now. And he's
That's
putting up the numbers
undisputable.
consistently. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
undisputable. That's undisputable. First of all, I want to say that's undisputable. But I want to let me do my little shout outs because I
Go ahead,
forgot
my
to
guy.
go.
It's on you.
I forgot to go and holler at my people that's in here watching us right now. King, see you, Brody. Facebook user, I don't even know where that happens, but that's Kev right there. Facebook user,
Oh,
Sam, I see you. Stephen
BJ in the
Kennedy,
building.
I see you. Mayhem Marlin, I see you on the YouTube. That's all YouTube check-in. Silas, I see you on the Facebook check-in.
Yes,
BJ,
sir.
Facebook check-in. BJ, you need to come to YouTube land, man, because you getting lucky tonight. I ain't gonna be doing this on Facebook too much longer. You know what I mean? But same thing with you, Darlene. Shout out to you for on the pull-up. But get in tune
Well,
with YouTube. You know what I mean? It's Nixon-ish. It's not hard to find. But boom, I'm gonna agree with you 100%. I'm going to agree with you 100%. I ain't got no smoke for nothing that you said. Jalen Brunson absolutely moves the needle. You could just tell by how comfortable. You could just tell. And O'Brien in the building. That's big fake.
Shout
fake
out Mrs. Nix in the building. She already
yeah,
know the vibery.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to introduce y'all to each other tonight. This lady right here, she's on Facebook right now. You can see the F by.
Is that Anna?
Yeah.
What up, Anna?
You know. That's what I'm talking. See, look. This is why you know it's Big Nick fan energy, right?
What?
I met these two people in different spaces. Like I'm talking about, I met Anna in Facebook land.
Yeah, that's where I met her.
I met Brutus in Twitter land. They both hold enough weight that they know each other in different parallel universes.
Facts of life.
Yo. Shout out to both y'all, because you know why? And the reason why I'm so excited about that, I mean, before we get back into actual Nick talk, y'all both hold enough weight on your own space, in your own realm, that it means something in both spaces. Yo, Brutus, I'll literally be watching the way you be moving. I'll be like, that's impressive. He moves at his own accord on his own personal page. There's not no Nick alias or nothing. It's Brutus. Whatever. I forgive me forgetting right now the last name of your.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's Brutus. Whatever Brutus does, and the clout and the everybody on Nick's Twitter know who Brutus is. You feel me? If they say they're part of Nick's Twitter and they don't know who Brutus is, it's cap.
That's a fact. But you know what's crazy? I just want to say something.
Family out there, and shout out to Nick Spaces.
Yeah. Facts. I don't like Nick Spaces because I feel favoritism there, and we're gonna leave it there as that. But back to the actual matter at hand, which is what we talking about, the recap of the game. You know what I mean? This was a trap game for us. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I feel like Charlotte came out to prove a point. It's the Knicks. Yep. We gonna, even though we down a few players, it's the Knicks. We can win this game. You feel me? And they came out with that attitude, bro. They came out with that attitude like they thought they actually had a possibility of winning this game, and they did. But the difference between the Knicks today and the Knicks of what happened?
Even last year.
Yeah, you could say last year too.
What? Yeah, I broke it. I'm gonna fix it. I mean, not fix it, but I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah. But there's a difference between the Knicks today and the Knicks last year. We would have lost this game last year.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
Lost by double digits at that.
Hands down.
I just lose it. You would have lost.
We never got to overtime. Never got to overtime.
Yeah, and that's the difference. You feel me? I think the one thing that kept us from making this a double-digit lead and win for us was Coach Tommy T. You know what I mean? Coach Tommy T, the way he played the starters in the beginning was ridiculous. We had a 15-point lead. Let's get some of those. Not saying that he had to make a platoon sub, you know what I mean, which is the whole bench for the whole starter.
Right.
Which is, let's get Jalen Brunson out there. Let's get Quick in. Let's get Julius Randle out there. Let's get Obi in. You feel me? Yeah. Because you never know how the game dictates. Let's have these guys fresh for the end of the game while their starters are tired.
Yeah.
These guys can come in and bust ass. Pause. You feel me? Before we get into stats, I'm going to let y'all continue with y'all takes. You know what I mean? And we could get into stats. If y'all feel like getting into stats while y'all talking, absolutely do what y'all do.
Well, I'm going to defer to Brutus right now because Brutus ain't get to say nothing yet as far as the game. So, Brutus, go right ahead and give us a take on how you feel about the game, bro.
Like Ish was saying, man, like what Tommy T did, what Tibbs did was, you know, sometimes he could mix and match the lineups. He doesn't have to do a wholesale all five, you know, reserves come in and have to play together. I think certain players, like I think Cam is more comfortable playing with the starters. And he looked like he fit in seamlessly defensively. I could tell on offense that, you know, the main three were trying to control this game. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Brunson is him. Man.
Is him. That's the
Hands
word.
down.
He is him.
Hands down.
It's not a question.
Spooky.
Listen, I go back and I always have to take, I could take credit and I could take criticism. And at the time, I was one of the ones who was saying, like, I don't know if Jalen Brunson is the right fit for us. And, you know, but as time went on, I seen the effects of what he could do for our team, you know, starting off with the playoffs with Dallas. And I said, man, if this kid could play like this, just like how he was doing in Dallas, we got something going. But what's happening is I think he's even better than that. I think he's even better than what he was able to show in Dallas. And this is going to be scary for the rest of the league. You know, I'm happy.
If I may add something to that on the end, please. What you said about Jalen Brunson in Dallas. Now, you got to remember something. The Western Conference is the better conference in terms of point guard play, right?
Yes.
So if he can hang and even play better than some of them point guards in the West, you know he's going to come here and make an impact. I'm not saying he's going to come here and, you know, be like this elite point guard, but he comes here, he does his job night in and night out. You don't see him bragging. You don't see him talking no smack. He gets on the court with the stone cold killer face, and he does what he does night in and night out. And you cannot deny anything about Brunson right now at this point. You cannot.
There's no question. No question. Anybody who's still trying to hate on him is just, I don't know what to tell him. Anybody who's still like trying to harbor whatever we gave him $100 million or what have you, I think we got a discount. We got a discount.
That's 110%, Brutus. I ain't gonna hold you. You and Fraz gave some great takes just now, and I want to elaborate on that a little bit. Right? I was one of those people because we already know Khalil was.
He was the man. He was the man. He's the one who who got me to turn.
And I was one of those people when Khalil was on my spaces talking about Jalen Brunson. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Until he made me start watching him, really. And when Khalil told me that it was a possibility that we might be, you know, interested in him and the connections while we might be interested in him, started watching him a little bit. And I was like, he's doing this behind. Like, as much as everybody wants to say Julius Randle is, I was one of those people that said Julius Randle don't want to be this dominant. He don't want to be this ball dominant. I was one of those people. You feel me? Fraz can tell you because Fraz been watching Knicks and Ish and all my spaces and lives and all that since he met me. You feel me? But
listen,
I was like, yo,
3 years strong right here in Team Knicks. 3 years strong.
Facts. This is all facts. So I knew Julius didn't want to be a point forward because I watched this game, especially when you watch how he played when Derrick Rose got to the team. It was more of deferring to Derrick Rose, and I'm going to play off of that. And that's when he had like before Derrick Rose got there, he was having a mediocre season.
Right.
The team was having a mediocre season. After Derrick Rose got there, that's when he started wilding out, right?
Yep.
So I was watching, you know, Jalen Brunson. I'm playing behind Luka, and I'm like, damn, he's playing good behind a guy who's way more dominant than Julius Randle. Then when in the playoffs, when Luka got hurt, I was like, oh, he's the guy. We need him. Shout out to I met him at the 40-40 club.
All right. I can't wait till I can get out there, man, and meet everybody, man. I'm going to be at the Boston game.
Yeah, listen, I can't make no promises. I'm trying to do something on my own where we do the same thing at least 2 to 3 times a season. You feel me? Like where it's an away game. I'm gonna try to rally the Knicks fans at a spot. You could feel like I'm not trying to charge nobody crazy. It's gonna be like $10 at max. You come and chill.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Because we're here to support, man.
I'm gonna tell you, me being at the Knicks fan, and I got no shade to them. I have no problem supporting and promoting another Knicks fan promoter or content creator. And they the biggest of us all right now, right? So boom. That shit felt like we was at the Garden, bro. At the 40-40.
Mhm.
I kid you not. We was in there high-fiving, yelling, chest bumping, all that shit. You feel me? And I want to create that for us on a regular basis. Yeah, I mean, they don't do that often. I want to do that for a regular basis, maybe in a smaller magnitude. Yeah, I mean, I ain't got the pull same way they do and the budget that they do. But
Hey,
I think
it's coming. It's coming, man. It's coming, man. You working, man.
yeah, no, I agree. But I'm humble at the same time. I'm confident. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Once you meet me and know me for real, understand my confidence is high, bro. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm one of the hottest shits on the face of the earth. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I'm humble enough to know that I don't compete as far as numbers wise to the bigger pages. You feel me? But
Right.
that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is I'm trying to make a space for us. And shout out to the Knicks twins. They do a joint too. And I'm not even connected with them like that. They do a joint too where they have spaces where they do games at a bar or something like that too.
All
And I
right,
want to
all
go
right.
visit them. Yeah, I mean, I want to go visit them as well. But I'm just saying all that to say before we get back into the game, it's gonna be a Knicks-ish joint too. You know what I mean? Just you wait on it. But tonight, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I'm gonna tell you why it's beautiful. It was ugly. They're not, I know they're not twins, Anna. Yeah, yo, I love her.
So about
Yo,
the
Anna,
Gordon sisters.
yeah, Anna is literally my favorite Knicks fan of all time. No offense to none of y'all. She's
No
literally my
doubt. And
favorite.
None
she's
taken.
the
She puts
queen,
in the
man.
work.
No doubt.
She put in the
She's the
work. She
queen.
deserves it. She put in the work.
You know what I mean? But
No doubt. She was one of the
we
first ones out there.
and
Facts.
and it is a space of love. You feel me? We this is a space of love for everybody, whether you like them or dislike them.
We
When you
need
come to
Anna to come
Nixon-ish,
over to Twitter, man. She needs to come over to
nah, y'all
to
don't
Nick's
want her
Twitter.
there.
She don't want to do that.
I already know because Anna won't like Twitter. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's a rugged world. I don't be on Twitter like that. Kev be on the Twitter. You feel me? I don't like Twitter. Kev be on the Twitter.
That's a
Y'all speak
fact.
to Kev. I pull up just to show my face because
Right.
I literally birthed Nixon-ish, but Kev is my partner. You feel me? Like I'm not the host and Kev is the co-host. Even though he had that in his name, Kev is literally my partner
Right.
in
Right.
Nixon-ish. You know what I mean? But we getting too sidetracked. You know what I mean?
There we
Hold
go.
on. I just wanted to add to what you were saying earlier about watching Brunson in the playoffs, right? You know what won me over with Jalen Brunson? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Watching the series against Phoenix, especially from game 5 on, all right? When I say Brunson came in and literally dominated play to a point where everybody remembers the famous rebuttal on Devin Booker when Devin Booker
Oh
made
yeah.
a layup on him and looked at him funny, like you little or something, or he blocked the shot. I forgot if he blocked the shot or something.
Yeah,
Jalen lit him
absolutely.
up.
Jalen Brunson came right back down the court and put that man in a goalpost. Put him in a goalpost.
Yo, listen,
But
man.
everybody says he's small and undersized. He's not really undersized weight-wise. Height-wise, yes. But weight-wise, absolutely not.
Yo, listen,
That
man.
man's in the weight room. That man's in the weight room,
I,
y'all.
as a person, literally grown ass man, 5'5". I've been short all my life. I don't never subscribe to anybody's too small for anything because I've been told the same shit all my life.
Fact.
Fraz can tell you, I never talk about the who run the city business here on Nixon-ish.
Nope.
But I'm gonna just to make a point.
Go ahead.
My co-host on Who Run the City is a 6-foot guy. You know what I mean? And I bust his ass in basketball. You know what I mean? Because I don't like I don't subscribe to that. You feel me? You too small for anything. I'm talking about he's not just 6 foot. He's 6 foot with like long ass arms. You feel me? Like, so I don't subscribe to anybody's too small for anything. I've been busting fucking tall guys' ass all my life. You feel me? So when they be like, "Oh, he too small," I'm like, "Are we gonna forget about fucking Spud Webb? We're gonna forget about Isaiah Thomas. We're gonna forget about Muggsy Bogues." And I'm talking about these guys is all smaller than the guy that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna forget about Allen Iverson, who was the same height as Jalen Brunson? I'm not saying that Jalen Brunson is Allen Iverson or he's gonna be as effective as Allen Iverson. I'm just saying that if Jalen Brunson is half as effective as Allen Iverson was at the same height, that's a win for the New York Knicks.
And we starting to see it.
Being half of Allen Iverson, half.
Bro, he's a leader, straight leader.
And shout out to Anna, Nate Robinson. You feel
Facts.
me? And Jalen Brunson is already proven to be half of, if not more than half of the guys that I've already spoken of. And that's all we needed. Somebody that could protect the ball and be an offensive threat at the same time. And pass the rock. So boom. All right, because I'll be reading comments at the same time. I'm sorry.
All right.
Man, too much Hennessy. But anyway, we won tonight, and not say I like to contribute something, not just the player. You know what I mean? Like saying like, oh, this player won because he had this number. Whatever it could be the team defense or the team offense or the bench offense or whatever the case may be. What do both of y'all contribute to the win tonight? Like the major part of the win tonight.
If you want to go first, Buddhist, go ahead. Cause I already know what I'm gonna say. So if you want to go first, go ahead. But if you want me to kick it off, I'll kick it off.
Go ahead, kick it off, man.
I bet. I'm gonna tell you what contributed to the win tonight. I think down the stretch, right?
Absolutely.
Especially in the fourth quarter, when the game was getting close. The fact that Cam Reddish stepped up defensively when we needed him to step up defensively. Even though earlier in the game, he made a couple key mistakes that cost us. Right?
Yeah.
Cam Reddish coming in, making an impact on defense for the end of the game, coupling that with Brunson coming down, hitting clutch shots in the fourth quarter and overtime, right? And the fact that, like we were saying before, normally we give these games away because of the errors players make mentally. But to see them rebound after making these mistakes and come out and come win the game, that's a promising sign for us. All right.
Oh, definitely.
This was like a first. To me, this was going to be one of them test games. You know what I'm saying? Where, they may not have two of their best players on the floor, but this team competes with us every time they play us, y'all. And if you've been watching them play us the last few years, you see they've competed with us every year, bro.
They usually beat us.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts, Brutus.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes, they do. Talk that
and that's
shit,
why
baby.
even without their main guys, it was, they couldn't take this team lightly.
That's a fact. I don't take no game lightly no more. You hear me? I'm taking no game lightly no more.
So to agree and interject a little bit. Yeah, this was a trap game for real. You know what I mean? They use that terminology a lot in football. You know what I mean? Trap game.
Right. Yeah.
But I felt like today this was a trap game. Lonzo Ball not playing.
Rozier.
The woman beater is not playing. You know what I mean?
He may never play at all ever again, man.
And I'm usually one of those
And he
alleged guys. I'm usually one of those alleged guys, but I seen the pictures of his baby mom's face and stuff. He hit that woman. I don't
Speak
know who
for
started
itself.
it. Yeah, I don't know who started it, but I know he put hands on her. But anyway, neither here nor there. The woman beater wasn't there, and he's usually a killer of ours. As
Yes,
well
he
as
is.
PJ Tucker. I forgot who was in the spaces. I think it was Bryant or somebody from Long Suffering Knicks fan that was saying that we need to watch PJ Tucker because he's usually a Knick killer, and he was right.
You mean
Oh,
Washington? Washington.
yeah, he
I
mean
mean,
PJ Washington.
yeah,
We know who you mean. You good?
sorry.
You good, bro? You good, bro?
PJ Washington. I mean, it's the Hennessy. PJ Washington. PJ Washington was one of those. He kept them in the game, literally. You know what I mean?
He
PJ
plays us
Washington.
good every game, bro. He plays
Yeah,
against us well every game,
Oubre
bro.
hit some shots too. You know,
Yes,
Oubre was hitting
Uber.
shots on us too.
yeah. So it was a trap game. You know what I mean? Because those guys going to come out and show that they are able to be legitimate NBA players. You know what I mean? And we lost those games last year. You know what I mean? We lost those games. We was all sitting here crying, belly aching about the bench not getting enough time, about all these other things except for the dub. You know what I mean? And this is why this win was important to me. You feel me? Even though it was squeaking by, it's the fact that they had enough resolve, even when things started to turn the other way in a trap game. They was like, oh no, you motherfuckers ain't winning tonight. Whether it was Julius, whether it was Jalen Brunson, which it was mostly Jalen Brunson, because that's why we brought him here, because he's a fucking game manager. Him and Derrick Rose won this game. Because when
Yeah.
Derrick Rose was in this game, he took some shots that was like whack. Niggas went up on a 6-1 run, and Derrick Rose was in the game. He's like whack, or I'm going to the basket, layup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of minutes, but those minutes he got, he did his thing, you know.
You feel what I'm
I
saying?
mean, what can you complain about? 12 points in 12 minutes, my guys. You can't really complain too much about
Nothing you
that.
could say. It's nothing you could say.
That's perfect. If you got a
Word.
player that give you 12 points in 12 minutes, that's perfect.
That's fire.
Exactly.
Off the bench, that's all you ask for off the bench.
Word.
I mean, I wish that Julius Randle was a little bit more efficient tonight. If he was, this would be a landslide victory.
He
But
showed a little bit of that last year Julius type of stuff, man. You know, there was a couple of times he could have passed out of those shots, and he decided to just, you know, put them up anyway. You know, but I'm a just kind of as a blip on the radar. I mean, ultimately he did play a pretty good overall game. You know, his rebounder was down. I think what he had, like 6 rebounds, 7.
Yeah, he had 6
yeah,
rebounds.
6.
yeah.
I would usually expect a little more, but you know,
I think that happened because Mitchell was more active on the defensive end of the. No, he wasn't really. Mitchell didn't really rebound that well tonight.
about 8.
Well,
I
no,
think
no,
9 and 8.
normally. So all right, so I take that back. Mitchell was more active on the defensive glass than he normally is, right?
6 blocks for Mitch tonight.
He had
6 blocks.
6
because
blocks.
and
Blockness monster.
so I'm gonna just let you know that's the scheme of the defense. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it a buck. So I know y'all understand what the scheme of the defense is, especially when it comes to regarding Mitch. Mitch's job is to clean up all the mess. Julius Randle's job is to clean up all the boards. You feel me? That's why he's able to get 10 boards, 12 boards, because when Mitch is rotating out to block who's ever or defend whoever is made it into the paint, Julius Randle and the guards. So let's not forget about them. We talking about IQ. We talking about RJ Barrett, the guys who's getting 6+ rebounds a game.
Yeah.
Their job is to crash the boards. This is why Obi, when he's on the court, is able to leak out because IQ is crashing boards.
The boards, yeah.
So on lights tight tonight when you see Mitchell Robinson get most of his rebounds on offensive boards. You feel me? When he's doing 12 rebounds a game, that's because 8 of them is from offensive boards.
8 of them off the offense. Yep.
So tonight, he didn't do a lot on the boards. I mean, Julius Randle didn't do a lot on the boards because Mitchell did his job tonight on the defensive boards. He had 6 defensive rebounds.
Yes,
Normally, he don't have that many.
He don't.
Right.
Normally, he don't have that many. So when you see Julius Randle with 6 defensive rebounds, that's because Mitchell was crashing the defensive glass. This is what we needed him to do. You feel me? And that's what's dope about this team. And this is what's dope about when you hear them talk about each other. It's like, oh, we don't care about none of those things.
What did iHeart have tonight? How many rebounds for iHeart?
iHeart had 3 rebounds tonight.
3.
Ooh, that's low. But you see, what I do with those 2 guys, I treat them as one. You know what I'm saying? Our 2-headed monster center is really just like one super center. You know what I'm saying? But it's within the 2 guys. That's what it is.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly, because you know what? They're interchangeable, and one person do a different thing that the other person can't do.
There you go.
Last game was the perfect example because when Mitch slacked on the rebounds, Hartenstein picked it up when he came in and had double-digit rebounds.
And
that's right.
You know where Hartenstein get all his rebounds from? Their defensive end. Not
Glass. Facts.
No, the first game he was heavy on the offensive boards. On the very first game, he against Memphis. He did do a good job on the offensive board.
An anomaly, bro, because like I was watching. You know what I mean, I missed the first quarter. Excuse me, but I was there the second quarter, and I was watching Hartenstein play, and I'm like, I know he could rebound, right, defensively.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what he was doing on the offensive boards, because he's normally around the 3-point line, that is an anomaly. You know what I mean? Like Hartenstein offensive rebounds come from him crashing the boards from the 3-point line, right? He was on some shit like, I'm playing Steven Adams. You know what I mean? Like I'm opposite side of Steven Adams, so I'm gonna get in here and get these boards. And I think he needs to have that mind state more times than not. Like, because he don't shoot that many 3-pointers. He's out there for show and glitz and glamour. Like, I can shoot, so you got to respect me. But unless you actively looking to shoot in the flow of the natural offense, you need to be on them offensive boards.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, cause sometimes, you gonna catch defenses slipping. Like, you forgot. You forgot I could shoot. But again, we all over the place, and I'm excited. Pause. You know what I mean?
Listen, 3-1, but this is where we're supposed to be. If we went into these next stretch of games anything other than 3-1, man, we was headed for trouble. So we did what we had to do. We beat a couple of teams we were supposed to beat. We lost to a team that we should have beat. You know what I'm saying? I think we could have beat Memphis that night. The mental errors, we just couldn't overcome them, you know.
We got robbed.
The refs, yeah.
Facts.
I ain't going to sugarcoat that because I've seen the replay. I watched that replay a million times. You know what I mean? Because what else I'm supposed to do? I'm a Knicks fan. You know what I mean?
Right.
What else do we do except for whine over losses and comb over what we could have done? We Knicks fans. This is what we do. And I don't consider myself a super Knicks fan, but I'm an analytical Knicks fan. Like when it comes to those things, I'm going to watch that shit 10, 20 times and be like, did he? I don't know. It could have. That was absolutely a goaltend. And I'm not even mad at the. I'm not mad at the foul. I'm mad at the rest of missing the foul.
Yeah,
but I'm not mad at the rest of missing the goaltend. You feel me? Because it was such a bang bang play. It took me.
And that's why they let it go.
Yeah, it took me 20 times after watching on replay to be definitive about the fact that it was a goaltend. But that foul, In live action, I was definitive about that. That was a foul. You know what I mean? But now watching the season and watching the blocks that Ja Morant is getting in the season, they let him do whatever the fuck he want to do.
There you go.
Because he's the new face of the NBA.
He has that superstar treatment.
He's literally the new face of the NBA. LeBron James is phasing out. Steph Curry is phasing out. KD's phasing out. Luka he's nice, but he's not the face. He's not that excited. Luka's gonna give you buckets. He's gonna give you the stats. But Ja Morant is gonna dunk on the motherfucker. You feel me? Is the difference.
You know why it is exciting as the international players are. I still think that they want a U.S. guy to be the face, the real face. So that's why I think like John Zion, they're really trying to push these guys, forward and upwards. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Giannis out there and you got the Joker. But those guys, they're international, and I just don't see them trying to make them the face of the league.
Right?
But they are very, high-powered guys in the league without question.
That's my name twin right there. Terrence is in the building. You know what I mean? But yo, I think I agree with you, but I think Ja is more exciting to watch than all of them. You feel me? All of them. Giannis literally is the best player in the NBA right now. Hands down.
Yep.
The best player. I don't care what you think about his skill set. I don't care. He's the best. You feel me? Because you know what he's going to do, and you can't fucking stop it. You can't.
Not at all.
You know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to get to the basket.
He proved it tonight.
Stop it. You feel me? You can't stop it. He's Shaq. Shaq was the best player in the NBA at one point.
Facts.
I don't care how long his reign was as the best player, but he was the best. You feel me? And I feel the same way about Giannis. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have some problems on Friday.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as if Middleton is still injured, we're gonna win that game. But I feel like with Ja is more of Ja is the most exciting player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Watching him, I love Steph. Steph is exciting as a motherfucker. You feel me? Like watching Steph Curry play basketball is like one of the treats of my life. I don't give a fuck what's happening. If I'm able to catch Golden State play on League Pass, I'm watching that motherfucker because Steph Curry. You feel me?
Please believe it.
Same thing with Kyrie, even though I hate the Brooklyn Nets. You feel me? If Kyrie's healthy and Kyrie's playing, I'm going to watch Kyrie play because he's fucking excited. You feel me?
Exactly.
But out of all of them, Ja and Zion Williams is the most exciting players in NBA basketball to watch. So what they going to do? They're going to let Ja get away with goaltending. They're going to let him get away with traveling. They're going to let him get away with, except for that last play against Brunson, that charge. They're going to let him get away with charging.
Yeah. Listen, if they would have had a challenge, and they would have challenged that play, they probably would have overturned it. They probably would have overturned it, even though I think the call was correct. But I think if they had the challenge, they would have overturned that charge. Or they would have made it. They definitely would have made it a block.
You know why they wouldn't? Because I forgot what game it was. Julius Randle got called for a foul the same exact way. The same exact way. The same exact foul. Like, I mean, identical. You know what I mean? Pressing up on somebody half court, hands up in the air, throwing your hips into them. The same exact foul was a foul. That's how the refs are calling it. Do I agree that it's a valid foul call? No, I think that's soft as shit. But that's the way the refs are calling the foul.
Ticky tack.
So I don't think that is a gyro. I think that that's the way that the NBA refs are calling the foul.
Yeah.
I think that Ben Simmons, knowing that he had that many fouls, was stupid for even putting himself in that position.
Definitely. Ja could do nothing where he was at. Nothing.
And Ja said it himself after the game. He baited him into that foul.
Yep.
Because they showed it like a couple of years back when Ja was a rookie. They had the same thing, but Ben Simmons stole the ball from him and went down and laid it up.
I remember
And
that.
this
Yes,
time,
I remember that.
So,
I remember that.
So I don't like to talk about Nets problems too much on Knicks.
That's them.
I do.
Excuse my friend.
Yo, that you good. You good. You need to pull up when I do the Who Run the City podcast on Fridays, bro.
Oh.
Yo, Brutus. That shit is exciting.
The Nets right now have nothing. They have nothing on us right now. Nothing. Well, they say they can't even get their season ticket sales on.
Giannis had 40 plus tonight.
Oh.
Did they lose? Wait, did the Nets lose?
110-99. Bucks won. Giannis had 43. Do you hear me? Giannis had 43 on them.
Why do I like their demise so much? Hey, listen. I love Brooklyn. I'm a Bronx dude, but I love Brooklyn. But the fact that they chose only to represent Brooklyn, that's why I guess them no love whatsoever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You literally sound like my dad, bro. Like, literally.
Hey, man, probably the same age, around the same age.
My dad about to be 60, bro. I don't know.
Yo, I'm 50. I'm going to be 57. So we in that same age group, bro.
In the same group. That's facts. You're right. Yo, but I'm Brooklynite, real talk. You know what I mean? Born and raised. You know what I mean? But I'm a Knicks fan, for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I've never, when the Nets came, I was never on that, Brooklyn got, fuck that noise. You feel me? But my thing is, with the Nets is the fact that they came here, didn't bring nothing to the city, and he started talking heavy. I could have probably rooted for them. You know what I mean? Because
right. You know, like I'm a Giant fan, but I don't hate the Jets. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't hate the Mets. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a Knicks fan, and I hate the Nets.
He said it all. He said it all right there. He said it all right there.
I just can't get with them.
So that's my point.
Listen, I gave them more love when they was in New Jersey. Once they came to Brooklyn and not New York, you come to New York. You could play in Brooklyn. But you come to New York.
Wait,
now
is that who I think it is?
When we got Mama Royalty,
I was about to say.
You feel me? We always got to show love. Shout out to Mama Rampage Ray in the building.
Mama Rampage, much love to you, dear.
Brutus don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if I know that. She's on Facebook.
My Facebook family.
Oh, okay. She gotta be in one of the groups with her. I just haven't been that active over there in a minute.
So, like that, one of my A1 followers on Facebook. That's his mom's. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, she started following the page because of her son, and I make sure every time, no matter what I'm doing, we call him Rampage Ray, right?
All right.
So,
shout out to Rampage Ray.
Mama Rampage pull up, we gonna stop whatever we doing.
And we gonna shout her.
Mama Rampage get her just due on my page.
100%.
Facts of life. Facts of life.
And that's how we rock, you know what I mean? Because I really feel like this is a family. My Facebook family, I speak to them more than I actually do biological family in my life. You feel me? And it's starting to happen the same way with Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, Kev it speak to more than y'all than I do most of my actual family. I be looking at the conversations. I be like, damn, Kev putting in work. Kev talking to everybody. You feel me? But I got love for y'all the same way because I'll see what y'all be saying and I agree or disagree. And it's dope. You know what I mean? I'm happy you here talking Knicks with me, and I'm a little bit saucy tonight. My shit usually a little bit more organized.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. This most authentic, man. That's what it is.
That's what
that's
it's
all I
about,
wanted
man.
to say.
True reaction, man, to a dub.
Yeah, I would send you a video clip of how I started off. You know what I mean? I used to wear suits and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh, all right.
Had my clip and all that. But I'm like, yo, that's not me. You feel me? I'm trying to portray something that's not me. Let's get back to this game, though. Kev's in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out my guy Kev, Team Knicks and Ish in the building.
Yeah, I mean, that's the co-host. Yeah, I mean, and pretty much the host because he holds all this shit down. You know
Kev is everywhere on Twitter. If y'all don't know, man, Kev is everywhere on Twitter. I mean, he's in a lot of Knicks spaces.
Definitely,
he gives his takes, reactions everywhere. Shout out my guy Kev Rodriguez, man. It's Team Knicks and Ish, man.
Yeah,
y'all know that.
He runs the Team Knicks and Ish, like spaces, Twitter, all that. Yeah, I mean, but
facts.
I got questions. Yeah, I mean, so. You know, it's been a big asterisk about Coach Tommy T's coaching ability. I don't care who answer it first. This is for both of y'all.
Okay.
How would y'all grade him so far in detail about his decision making so far this season? Don't care who starts. Whoever starts.
I'll go B. I'll give him a B. I still think, I guess he has Fournier here. He has to do something with him. So I think that he's trying to get the most out of him. Now, tonight, I didn't agree with him putting him back in the game in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
And this close of a game. Now, I understand that you may want the shooting out there, but his defense was just so deplorable that it just didn't make sense. And it took him to foul out. So thank goodness he, in being a cone, that he actually got in front of the traffic enough to get enough fouls that they had to sit him down, because he probably would have left him out there. He would have left him out there. And if he did, we wasn't getting the overtime, because whoever he was guarding was going to cook. Whoever he was guarding was going to cook. And luckily he fouled out. And I think he made a good decision putting Cam in. I thought he was going to go with IQ, because that's his usual, but he shocked me. He did go with Cam for that defensive lineup that we all been thinking would be the best way for us to go regardless. And, whether Grimes is back or not, and until he's ready to go, I'm not really going to talk too much about him. Cam should be in that spot. I would like to see Fournier come off and cook on the second unit, where the players aren't quite as good as first unit guys. So defensively, he might not be as bad, even though his numbers don't look that bad defensively, but we see it. The eye test. See, everything ain't about numbers. If you watch the game, you see that he causes, calamity with the rest of the defense. That Mitch has to make up for too much. That's the reason why Mitch got in the foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? In the first game.
Facts.
Cats get by him. Mitch has to step up. And sometimes, these guys was faking, getting him off the feet, and he catch these fouls. So I still give him a solid B, man, because ultimately we still are right now 3-1. So I at least got to go solid B for him.
I like 95% agree with that take right there. I ain't gonna hold you. 95% agree. Yo, Fraz, Knicks and Ish analyst, talk to me, Playboy.
All right, I'm gonna give you the real take. Straight up, I'm gonna say B-. All
right.
And here's why I say B-. Okay.
I could have went with the -2, so I'm good with it.
Nah, I won't take away from that. But let me tell you why.
Yeah.
The second half, right? Tommy T has to work on his situational basketball, meaning when he makes substitutions for the third quarter, right? You got to let the bench guys play some, man. You can't go to the bench for like 5 to 7 minutes, pull guys off, and then put the starters back in. We got to lead. You got to at least let the bench get into the flow of the game and give us a chance to, keep the lead up there. You can't keep always running back to the starters, because this is what got us in trouble last year, all right?
Yeah.
And this is why our starters got tired last year, all right? Because you kept going back to them, leaning on them when things get rough. Sometimes you got to ride that wave out. And the other part of the situational basketball I'm talking about is, Tommy T, the first time you had the chance to put Cam Reddish on defense, you should have put him in there. Don't wait till it gets later on in the game to bring the guys that we need on defense, especially if you are a defensive-oriented coach, and then you stray away from that. So you're going away from your niche. That puts us in awkward positions when Tommy T goes away from his niche of having a good defensive lineup on the court for us. You understand what I'm saying?
100%. He was going to let Fournier rock out. If Fournier didn't foul out, he was going to rock out. And that would have been...
But my thing was this, too. When you see Randall struggling, get him off the floor for a minute.
Facts.
Get him off the floor for a minute. Let Obi rock out.
Yeah, true.
So I felt like that could have happened a few times tonight.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. Totally.
I felt like, Julius didn't need to be out as long as he needed to be out because offensively he was struggling a little bit. I felt like anytime, Evan, he scored 14 points early. You know what I mean? So it's hard to rectify you taking him out of the game if he got 14 points in the first half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's hard for you to be like, yeah, I'm gonna pull Evan. I don't give a fuck how bad he's playing defensively. Like he still got 14 points in the first half, so it's hard to make that decision. But if we're gonna revert back to other games, absolutely, there's mad times Coach Tommy T should have took him out of the game. But like you said, like Jules was having a rough time. It's no need for him to keep him out there extended minutes. You feel me? Like, there's no reason why he should play damn near most of the first quarter if you see that like his shot percentage is low. All right, we're gonna get you some rest. We're gonna get you with the coach, the assistant coaches. You feel me? And we're gonna see like why you missing these shots because that's their fucking job.
Yeah.
Their job is to be like, hey, you're shooting poorly because they're blitzing you from this side, or this player is playing you this way. That's your job.
Yeah.
Get him out off the court. You know what I mean? And they don't do that. Coach Tommy T is like he's an old school field coach. You feel me? Like, oh, he barely missed that shot. So I feel like he's gonna make the next one. That's how Coach Tommy T coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And in some aspects that's bad, but in some aspects is right. Because I've seen him do the same thing and watch Julius Randle come alive or RJ Barrett come alive.
Yep.
Other coaches would have been like, you're 1 for 16? Sit down. And then this motherfucker come out in the fourth quarter like, whap, whap, whap. Like, it's a Phil, and he's an old school Phil. And I realized as a fan, right? Because last year I was killing Coach Tommy T when RJ Barrett got injured after being in the game for way too long. I realized I have to outweigh the good and the bad. The good outweighs the bad every time with Coach Tommy T.
Yeah,
you feel me? Every time, no matter what situation you want to put it in, and be like, damn, we lost this game because of Coach Tommy T didn't do this. Bro, you could do that shit with every fucking team in the NBA.
That's a fact.
And the good is when you watch the system, if you watch the player effort, and you watch everything when it comes to Coach Tommy T. And I had to sit back myself. You know what I mean? Because I was part of the fire Coach Tommy T being last year. I can tell you, I was like, fire Coach Tommy T, fire him.
Yeah.
I had to sit back and be like, yo, the good outweighs the bad. You know why everybody plays as hard as they do on defense? Coach Tommy T.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? You know why Julius Randle's probably holding himself accountable? Not mostly because of himself. Because of Coach Tommy T.
Facts.
Coach Tommy T gonna let you fuck up all season. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you do that. Yeah, go ahead. Put you out there. So when
listen, if Tommy T is holding Derrick Rose accountable, like with his weight and stuff like that, and Derrick does it,
and that's
nobody else got an excuse. Nobody.
That's his son. Derrick Rose is Coach Tommy T's son.
Exactly.
So I know Coach Tommy T was like, "Oh, this season is a wash. Kemba ain't shit. I need my point guard to make this season worthwhile. I'm going to put Burks is the sacrificial lamb.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have to take this because we can progress without Derek Burke. I mean, without Burks, Alec Burke. We can progress the team years to come without him. You know what I mean? Alec Burke is who he's going to be as an NBA player. I don't give a fuck what team he's going to be on. You know what I mean? He's who he is going to be as an NBA player.
Yeah.
But you can't say the same for Julius Randle. You can't say the same for all the young guys behind Alec Burke. He's a sacrificial lamb. Kemba Walker's washed up. I got to prove to the team we need a point guard. I need to prove to the high up we need a point guard. So guess
Hey, we
what?
see he don't have a job, right? He don't have a job so far this year. He got released by Detroit, and nobody's picked him up. So
Exactly. So we're gonna prove that point. So Coach Tommy T proved this point. Let Julius Randle go out there spiral. You gotta experience this. If you want to be great, even Kobe went through a bad season where the team was shit.
Oh yeah.
And Kobe is Julius Randle's fucking idol. Like, every time Julius Randle does something well, he talk about how Kobe taught him how to do it. You feel me?
Facts.
Even Kobe had to go through that shit. When he was like, yo, I'm about to leave LA if y'all don't give me some fucking help. That's how bad it was.
Yep.
So, yeah, spiral. You gotta experience this. And I think we're watching Julius Randle come out the motherfucking cocoon.
I hope so. I hope so. Tonight we've seen a little bit of the old Julius, but I still think there's enough of the new Julius in there that's going to override. And I think that Brunson, he respects Brunson, so I think those two are going to be fine. I think they'll work it out.
Julius said it before the season when they asked him about Brunson. He said, "Oh, it's going to make the game easier for me." And so far, what we've seen, it's made the game
exactly that.
Yes. Agreed.
Julius Randle, in low key, Julius Randle been saying that he's going to do whatever it takes to get the Knicks to win it. He been saying that.
Yes, he has.
He was just forced in a position where the best chance for the Knicks to win it was him having the ball in his hand all the time.
Right. Yeah.
We forget that everybody else sucked ass last year, bro. Everybody. Not just Julius. Everybody. RJ Barrett. Emmanuel Quickly for most of the season was ass. Obi Toppin for most of the season last year, ass. Kemba, you already know. Most of the season last year, Evan Fournier, ass.
Just
facts. Facts.
But heavy lies the crown. You know what I mean? Like, and Julius Randle got the experience that last year. And now RJ Barrett was not at, oh, bro, what was you watching? The whole first half of the season, RJ Barrett was shooting like 25% from the field.
18% from three. Similar to now.
He was horrible.
It was nasty. You feel me?
So here's a good question. If we keep winning like we're doing and Jalen is playing the way he is and Julius, which one of those two guys you think might get an all-star bid?
Julius.
Jalen.
I want Jalen to get it, man.
I'm going to say
He's playing
Jalen.
like an all-star right now.
Actually, I think both of them.
Well,
that's a possibility, too. I will not rule that out.
We'd have to be like top 4 to get 2 guys in from the Knicks.
I don't think so, because I really think that the NBA really wants the Knicks to be a popping thing, because it's just good for them. Bottom line, the NBA. I'm not even talking about the Knicks organization.
Right.
I'm talking about the NBA wise. It's best for look. Say thing.
I know a lot of people was wanting RJ, but see, this kind of slow start is what's going to keep him from getting there.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think RJ Barrett needs to pick his shit up fast and quick before he's not going to make another All-Star team. But exactly. I'm saying, as far as the Knicks organization, Remember, we had the one season in the playoffs. They uptook our nationally televised games by double.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think
And that's because
they moved the Christmas game from
hold on. Let me finish, Bruce.
ESPN to
Hey,
ABC now.
Bruce, let me finish, right?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So, and that's because nationally televised games from a good Knicks team means more fucking money for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, so when it comes to what the NBA needs, they need the Knicks to be good. I think they need Ja Morant to stay also in the Grizzlies as well, so they can make these smaller markets get the same kind of love and see that they could get the same kind of love in the smaller market as the bigger markets, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they did everything they could to make fucking Zion State a Pelican. Because I didn't even know. First of all right, this is my last point, and I'm gonna let you say
Go
what you
ahead,
got to
go.
say, Brutus. 185 million is the highest I've ever heard in the history of my life that a rookie get re-signed. Never heard it before last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know why they did that? Not because of Ja. It was because of Ja and Zion. Because Zion was out of fucking New Orleans. He was out of there. That's what the whole fat gate was about. NBA said, oh, we can't let him leave there. Because if Zion leaves that market, guess what's going to happen? All these other young players are going to do the same exact thing Zion is doing. That kid in Orlando that we just faced, I forgot.
Pablo Banchero.
Banchero.
That nigga would have been on the first thing smoking out of Orlando, bro. Because he's 19.
He's a problem. He is a problem.
But if
Yeah,
you
they
can
got
find a
some
way
teams coming, man. There's some teams
you
that's
can
coming.
find a way monetarily to make it so impossible that they can't leave the team. Like, yo, Zion would have probably been making what RJ is making right now. He would have left the Pelicans.
Easily.
He would have been making 110 if he would have left the Pelicans. How do you don't leave fucking 70 million on the table?
Nah.
They had to max him out. They had to max him out, even though he's only played 85 games in 3 years. In his first 3 years, he's played 85 games, and they still had no choice but to max him out. Anybody else, they would have been trying to, like, well, hey, bro, you only played that's like a third of the games that he could have played, right?
Bro.
And they would have been trying to give him try to take some discount. But not Zion. 95 million, whatever it is. And he ain't played hardly.
85. It's 85.
85, yeah.
But don't he got some incentives that could bring it up higher?
I don't know.
I think they said something.
I think he does. I think he does have some
if he makes All-Star or something like that this year, I think it could go up even more. So it's crazy. Yeah. But only there it could have happened like that.
And I think it only happened because the NBA was
they want him to stay there.
The Pelicans, let's be 100%. Let's be 100% honest. The Pelicans can't keep no stars. You know what I mean? Let's look all the way back to Larry Johnson. They couldn't keep him. You feel me? And
they was in Charlotte then.
They was, but it was the same organization. Like, it's a different organization when we're talking about the new Charlotte Hornets. You know what I mean? I don't care if they transferred the banners over. I know the history. The Charlotte Hornets moved to the Pelicans, and it's a new organization that the new Charlotte Hornets is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
because it was the Bobcats first.
Absolutely.
And then they got Hornets back.
Jordan bought the name back.
Yeah, he did.
Feel me? So when we go to the Charlotte Hornets, they couldn't keep none of these stars. Grandmama, they couldn't keep Chris Paul, they couldn't keep Anthony Davis. Now we talk about Zion Williamson. Now we talking about 3 or 4 generational talents. We're not just talking about regular people, regular first round picks. We talking about Larry Johnson was a fucking generational talent. You talking about an undersized power forward that was a fucking monster. Generational talent, son.
You know who people forget about on those Charlotte
One of the
teams?
biggest, I'm sorry, one of the biggest contracts in his generation.
Yeah,
$40 million man, bro. I
yeah,
read the book.
definitely.
It was an amazing book, too. You know what I mean? Look, and you know I don't talk about what we don't talk about what Knicks ish. But I'm such an NBA fan. I read a book about a man that wasn't a Knick when the book was made. The $40 million man, Larry Johnson. You know what I mean? I need to read that book. It's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? That's how much I love the NBA. You know what I mean? But neither here nor there. $40 million man, Larry Johnson, generational talent, left because the Charlotte Hornets couldn't do what they needed to do for the man. He came to a bigger market.
Well, really, wasn't it him and Alonzo Mourning had beef?
I was just about to mention Alonzo
that was one of the
Mourning.
reasons why they Larry wanted out, because of the beef with him and Alonzo Mourning.
I think that's part of the reason. I think reading the book is part of the reason. You know what I mean? Like, of course, but that's his home. If you think, look at it. If the Hornets had a choice between him or Alonzo Mourning, who the fuck was they going to choose?
Should have been Grandmama.
They would have. Grandma Larry Johnson chose to get out of there. And what Alonzo Mourning ended up doing? Going back to where? Miami. Because it's a shit organization.
Yeah.
It's still a shit organization in New Orleans. You feel me? It's still that's why Zion and his people was like, I got.
Yeah, they only got Zion because Anthony Davis left, man. So they can't tell me nothing. It's just like how when LeBron left, all of a sudden the Cavs was getting #1 overall picks, and here it is, Anthony Davis leaves, and the next year they get the #1 overall pick, which was Zion, which was supposed to be our pick because New Orleans wasn't even that bad that year.
You know what's wild, right? Because it's some people who would point to the numbers game, and I do that as well. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers was 14% for the first bottom 2-3 teams. But they changed that rule on the year that they absolutely knew that the Knicks was going to be the worst team in the NBA.
Exactly.
There was no doubt that the Knicks was going to be the worst team in the NBA. Think about it. How bad we've been for how many years? We've only got 1 number overall pick since Patrick Ewing.
1.
Matter of fact, correction. We only got 1 number overall pick in our whole history, and we are founding team.
And that was 1985.
The year before I was born, bro.
Oh,
the year after I was born. The year after I was born.
You feel me?
That was the year after the draft for Michael Jordan, was it not?
Yeah.
Sam Bowie, #1 pick, 1984. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Barry's in the building. I see you, Playboy. You
Shout out, Barry.
He's a KD fan. He's not really a Net fan. He's a KD fan, so he's welcome.
He's admitted.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So so that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it'd be rigged because they know that we gonna get the bread regardless. But I also think that they saw how beneficial it is for the Knicks to be in the playoffs and excelling 2 years ago. It's like, oh shit, we made a lot of money because these Knicks fans is fucking retarded. Yeah, I mean, part of me, that's the one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to. Sorry, we're special. You know what I mean? Retarded is a bad word. We're special. You know what I mean?
But we're looking good this year, man. Hey, I have no complaints, man. Knicks is 3-1. Giants is 6-1. Hey.
Don't get me started about my Giants. Knicks wise, I think there's some tweaks that could be made. You know what I mean? There's some tweaks because I'm looking at the teams that we're beating. We're beating the teams that are supposed to be beat. That's supposed to be beat, right?
I don't know about the Ravens. We wasn't supposed to beat them.
Who?
Even the first game, Titans, we wasn't supposed to beat them.
I'm not talking about the Giants. I'm talking about the Knicks now.
Oh yeah. We're beating the teams we're supposed to be beating. You're right. Now starts the real deal.
Y'all need to link up because my guy Fraz got a whole situation with the Giants. You feel me?
All right.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Every Sunday, I host the Twitter space for the Giants games, y'all. Y'all come pull up, show some love. That's all I'm saying about it. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum.
You gotta create a space, a page too. You know what I mean?
Copy that. I'm gonna work on that. I got you.
Because on Facebook, I got a Giants group on Facebook, but I never moved. I got to try to get something going on over on the Twitter side with the Giants.
Oh, perfect segue to my plug-in. Please come and check us out. Giants Raw and Uncut on Facebook, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Come and check us out. Shout out to my guys, Kev, BJ, Mayhem, Marlon, man. That's the Giants team right there. That's part of the conglomerate.
I get it in when I can get in there.
Yo.
I'm not around as often, but I get it in when I can get in there.
He definitely shows up.
Yeah, even if it's
that's all we ask. That's all we ask, T-Tom. That's all we ask.
Like, yo, I just came here to tell y'all, good win.
Facts.
But this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? Knicks and Ish is built off of love, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to give a little backstory for whoever rocked out with us for an hour and 16 minutes. You feel me? Not knocking nobody, not discrediting anything that anybody does. You feel me? Because I'm a supporter of everybody. I show up to events when I can. You feel me? I show up to spaces when I can because I love and support everybody. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I was the first person to do live social media like this, like talking about sports live. You feel me? It was on my personal page on Facebook. I did the research. I know what I'm saying is factual.
It wasn't happening until you got it there. All right.
First, you know what I mean? And I love everybody. You know what I mean? It is no knock towards anybody because, like I said, I was at the Knick Fan TV's event, they opening event. I love what they're doing. You know what I mean? I wish I would have stayed as consistent as they did. You feel me? But
right.
I'm the original Don Dada out here. In this
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, and I just and my shit is built off of love, bro. There's no competition here. It's not who has the biggest spaces or whatever the case may be. That's why I leave all that shit at the door. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
When you already know when it comes to our spaces, raise your hand for what? You feel me? For what? We're grown.
Word.
True that.
Get your shit off. You feel me?
We're not in the classroom no more.
Get your shit off, and that's all I want, and that's the only thing I promote. You know what I mean? And that goes through all platforms. Well, you feel me? When it comes to my guy Fraz doing his Giants spaces and Giants page, oh yeah, pull up. Cause it's good time. It's the same vibe. You ain't gotta raise your hand. You can say whatever you need to say. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to build here. Even when it comes to the who, you gotta pull up to the who run the city shit, bro. You got to.
You do, bro.
Just send me the link, man. Let me know ahead of time that it's happening.
He's typically telling you right now. Every Friday.
Okay. Every Friday.
What
time?
Friday.
What time?
7 p.m.
Sometimes the times vary because of the games and other things that get in the way. So they like to do it when they both able to do it. So sometimes it may be a little late. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna go live. That's definitely. They gonna be live. They go. Oh, definitely.
I don't miss no Fridays, man.
He definitely
The Nets ain't got much to say right now, so.
Oh no, but they do though.
I know they do. They don't shut up.
Yo, Brutus. They be talking like they won championships.
Reckless.
and I be telling them like, yo, how can you run the city if you never brought no hardware to the city? I don't care how you talk about how old it is.
Right.
But it was a championship brought to New York by the Knicks. Y'all ain't never brought a championship nowhere.
2 for the Knicks.
No.
2 of them
Yo, they
things.
trying to
for the
claim
Knicks.
KD's rings with the Warriors and Kyrie's rings with the Cavs. That's what they trying to claim. Like,
Nah, I'm done.
they say we got guys that won a chip, but they ain't win no chip. So
Yo, listen, Stephen Kennedy is my guy, right? He's a Knicks fan, but he's a hater. Like he low key he's a Knicks fan, but low key's a Knicks hater. Like the Knicks is gonna have a win a championship for Stephen to be like, okay. You feel me? That's my guy.
I see them flash something down there.
Yeah, he been going at it in the comments. He been going at it in the
Me
comments.
and Steven got like 6-hour lives on this shit, bro. Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's my guy.
Yo. Well, anyhow, fellas, how long?
We about to log off right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this last thing because we normally don't talk about net stuff here.
All kinds of man. We went all over the place, man. But it's a good deal.
But I'm trying to bring you over to watch the Who Run the City podcast because me and my guy, big fan Breezy, he's a net fan. We go at it, and he be saying some of the most outrageous shit on the face of the earth.
Well, that's all they can say is some outrageous shit because they can't come with no facts.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care what the argument is. Like, yeah, but we beat y'all the last 2 seasons. I'm like, okay, but y'all realize y'all got KD and Kyrie. Y'all had Harden. Now y'all got Ben Simmons, and y'all haven't been outside the first round. Like
that's your best accomplishment.
Yo,
beating the Knicks is your best accomplishment since getting KD and Kyrie.
If those guys would have came to the Knicks and this would have been the result, what would be happening right now?
Listen,
anarchy,
it was funny because I think we had a discussion about this the other day. I think I was talking about this with Kev and a couple of the guys, T-Time. We were saying that even if we just had KD on this Knicks team, that puts us in championship contention.
And if we don't win it, we would have been getting killed.
Yo, Brutus, I'm gonna let you know. Me and Frass could do this shit all night. If you have to bow out at any point, yeah, I mean, don't feel no kind of way.
Man, yeah, definitely, man. Because my day starts at like 6 a.m. or beforehand. It's after 12. Usually, I be in Betty Bye mode. Unless a game is on or something like that. Unless we're on the West Coast, and even then, I try to take a nap before the game, so then after the game, I could go back to sleep so I could get my behind up in the morning, man.
Yeah, listen, I understand, bro. Like I said, if you gotta bow out, I understand. Me and
you good.
Like an hour.
Salute. You know, you know what it is, capital S's.
Yeah, I mean,
peace and love, brothers.
Definitely.
I appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
Word.
No doubt.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. To the Nick and Ish family.
Yeah, so boom. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Brutus. You know what I mean? Like I said, like that name ring bells on Nick's Twitter for real.
It do.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to, we here, the Knicks Ish family still in the building. Shout out to whoever's still in the building. We like an hour and a half in, and we still got people in here watching us. I know for a fact that Stephen Kennedy in the building, and I don't have the energy for you tonight, bro. Pause. You know what I mean? Like I don't got the energy for you tonight. I don't, because I already know if I bring you up on this live, we're gonna be on here for mad.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so like I said, we don't do much the Who Run the City talk, but for those who's watching, Kevin Wallace in the building. That's my guy too. You feel me? Kevin Wallace is my guy too. He's one of those like original supporters, you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Kevin Wallace in the building. But yeah, we trending in the right direction, bro. He said, yo, all day, this is true. He already know. Steven already know. Look
Yeah.
it up. That's my guy for real. Shout out to my guy Stephen Kennedy. You know what I mean? But yeah, so trending at both teams. You know what I mean? Trending at both teams. Because that's a part of Knicks universe too. And you part of both coaches. So that's why it makes sense to have this conversation. Knicks is, and I'm saying like this year, I'm not expecting us to win a championship, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If we make it past the first round of a playoff series, that's a big win for us, right? The Nets losing anywhere besides NBA Finals is a big loss for them, yet again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been in win mode for the last 3 years. This is the third year that they literally been in win mode. We give them a pass on their first year because KD was injured. So this is their third year being in win now mode with all the star power that they have.
Yeah.
They make anything except for the NBA Finals, obviously a big loss. And I look at the trends of what the teams is doing so far in the first 3 or 4 games in the season, and look like the Knicks are the ones on the right track. I can't see the Nets making an NBA Finals with Ben Simmons, their second highest paid player, being a triple single.
Mm-hmm. Or
Can't see it.
fouling out of 2 out of the first 4 games at that.
Yeah, that's a fact. More fouls than points. Well, just as much fouls as points.
No, he had more fouls than points in those 2 games he fouled out. He had 12 fouls and 11 points.
Yo, I'm just saying, like,
Nah, you good. You good.
now after the last game, I think he got more points than fouls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's damn near close.
Yeah.
And he's scared to shoot the basketball. Like, I haven't watched all the games or all like long. Hey, he's just ass. It's funny. I haven't watched all the games or most of the games, but not this game. The game before, I watched the second half because we played earlier.
Yeah.
And I watched him play basketball. Like, oh, he don't want to shoot because even Rondo, when Kobe played him by the foul line when the Lakers play him, Rondo shot the ball. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
this guy is petrified to shoot. And I mentioned this before. It's like, yo, he quoted a mental issue. He still has that mental issue, bro.
Yep. It's evident. You can see it. You can see it in him.
When Brooklyn fans, big fan Breezy, my co-host for Who Run the City podcast, is a Net fan. He said that the Net fans were in the building yelling at him to lay up and dunk the ball. And he still doesn't dunk. When you pass up dunks on when he was on Philly, pass up a dunk on Trey Young and tried to pass it off as, oh, you don't know who's there in a spin move. That's cap. You're an NBA player. You guys see things in milliseconds. They have the best vision of what's happening in real life time, like baseball players.
Yeah.
Because the game is just that up tempo.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you mean to tell me you don't know that Trey Young is the one rotating towards you? Because your job as a point guard is to know where everybody is on the motherfucking court at every motherfucking time?
Exactly.
Then you do end up doing the same thing the next available time you on the court as an NBA player against Kyle Lowry. Same height as fucking Trey Young, and you pass it out and don't. That guy is petrified of playing basketball.
Hey, wait. Let me ask something real quick. Remember, Big Fan Breezy said it best. Ben Simmons don't got the courage to walk the yellow brick road. He don't got the heart. Remember that.
Yeah, again, I didn't want to get too much
I'm gonna leave
into
it at that. I ain't gonna go too much more into it.
the
I'm gonna leave
Brooklyn
it at
Nets shit. Nah, but I'm glad you said that because that's a fact. Yeah. What happened to your new joint? The Brooklyn
Well,
Nets.
personally, I just want to say shout out to everybody who popped up in the comments, who pulled up to watch the video. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. We appreciate y'all checking in and just
Right.
listening to the takes on how we felt about the game and
Right.
everything else. Yo, much appreciated to everybody out there, yo. Thank y'all.
So the point that I was getting at with the trajectory is the fact of the potential of everybody that's on the Knicks, right? You could say even if you want to say Julius Randle at his ceiling of potential, right? And his potential is 24, 10, and 5, right? 20, 10, and 5. Even 20, 10, and 5. That's his potential. Max ceiling. RJ Barrett is still 22 years old. Manu Quickly, same age, maybe a year older. I don't think so, but they around the same age. Same thing, Obi Toppin. Same thing as Cam Reddish.
Yep.
Isaiah Hartenstein is 25. Even if you want to say he's at his max potential, okay. Mitchell Robinson is 24. Who am I missing?
Brunson? Isn't Brunson in that age range?
He's 25. So even if you want to say that he's at his max potential, which obviously that's cap, right? But even if you want to say he's at his max potential, I'll still take 17 because I think that's what he's going to average this year. I still take 17-6. You know what I mean? I still take 17-6 from Brunson.
Brunson, yeah.
Who else? I'm missing somebody. Yeah, I'll take those guys. Whatever. Let's leave it at those guys.
Okay.
The people that I mentioned, I didn't even mention Evan. Evan, you're obviously going to take him at face value. What he averaged last year? 14?
Yeah, about 14.
Evan averaged 14 last year. So let's take all those guys as face value. I only named 3 out of maybe 10 guys that are at their max potential. Those guys won 37 games last year without a point guard. I'll take that. The Nets won how many? 45?
Something like that.
With 2 superstars on their team. I don't give a fuck how much. They played more than 45 games. Both of them. Except for Kyrie. KD played more than 45 games. And got swept in the first round of the playoffs. So, comparing the two, I think we're on the right path. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of upside for our team. A lot of upside.
I think we're on the right path. We're going to continue on the right path. I'm about to get off this because I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Fraz, appreciate you for pulling up.
As always, I gotta thank you, my Knicks-ish brother T-Top, man. You already know the vibe when it comes to this, man. This is what we
I
do.
appreciate you pulling up because you already know. You team Knicks-ish. You're part of what makes this thing go. You know, well wishes to my guy Kev, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Him and his family definitely in the prayers tonight. You know what I mean? I know he said his baby girl was okay, but still gotta send some prayers his way.
Yo, prayers for you, Kev, man. Real talk, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, because he runs this shit on a day-to-day basis.
Yo.
Kev runs Knicks-ish on a day-to-day basis. If you're looking to speak to me, you got to put in a special request because
honestly, listen, I'm gonna be one to tell you because I'm in there a lot with Kev most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I help co-host some of the spaces too. You know what I mean? Yo, Kev puts in the work out here. Y'all need to understand that. My guy Kev, he puts in the work out here. You gotta big that man up when you see him out there in that Twitter feed or Facebook or wherever. Big up my guy Kev Rodriguez, man. He definitely puts the work in, man. For
All I
real,
did,
bro.
all I did was create the name, man. You feel me? As far as creating the name and getting the initial buzz, that's me. But as far as keeping this shit going, that's Kev, man. Kev's out here talking to all y'all. I don't talk to y'all. You know what I mean? Not that I don't like y'all. It's just I don't talk to y'all. You know what I mean? And that's Kev. You feel me? And Kev get back to me and let me know what's what. And I appreciate you, Kev. I gotta take, you gotta take time to give niggas their flowers, bro. And
Word, man.
Kev deserves his fucking flowers because
Big time.
Knicks are ish run because of Kev. You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
And I know other content creators, no matter what team they root for, wish they had a Kev on their squad, and it shows in the things that they post. Yeah, you know
Word up, man.
But that wasn't me freezing. That's just me smiling because I said something.
Nah, you good. I was looking at the comments. You good, bro.
Yeah, all right. The other content creators, even though they don't root for our team, wish they had a Kev. You know what I mean?
Word, man.
They tried to get one, but then they got realized they was full of shit. You know what I mean? And he started coming to other pages. Shout out to my guy BJ Samuels too. First of all, yeah,
Facts of life.
If you on Facebook, look at Mecca versus Barclays Facebook group. That's where we go and we talk the most shit about net fans. Yeah, I mean, and net fans try to clap back, but ain't really no clapbacks, bro. This is what we do.
Stay cooking them.
It's
Stay
part
cooking
of
them.
coaches. It's
Cook
part of
culture in the building.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm off this. Yo, don't hang up right away. Wait till I end this live, and I'm gonna holler at you about some shit. You know what I mean?
I bet.
Yo, appreciate everybody for pulling up. Stephen Kennedy, you already know you my guy. I got to get you on here as like a real analyst, just as an opposing thought process. And I like you as a person. You know what I mean, like you're respectful, even though we disagree. So we got to make this work. Damn, yo, Steven, you got me on Facebook? Please say yes. Yeah, I mean, please say yes or no if you got me on Facebook. And if not, put your Facebook name in the comments, and then I'm gonna get at you as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So we're gonna wait a couple seconds until my guy Steven reply, because I might need him. I might need you to make you a permanent staple or part of this next issue. Because last time I disappeared for a long period of time, he was already here. I think he went through like 2 different changes with me and Nixon ish. You know what I mean? So if I can get him to make him a permanent staple.
Say he in the group.
Oh shit. So boom. I'm gonna put my check the brand that I'm about to put up on the banner. Follow me on Twitter, right? Follow me on Twitter and inbox me, bro. You know what I mean? And we're gonna converse through there. You heard? Follow the Twitter. It's literally right on here. Follow the Twitter. Inbox me. We're gonna converse through there. Let me know when you do it so I can get off this motherfucking live, bro. You know what I mean? Just let me know when you got the Twitter handle locked in, and then copy on Twitter. Say that I'm about to Knicks ish. It's simple. So I'm off this. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Brody. Holla at me.
Appreciate you, T-Time. Holla at us.
You already.